What's up, man? We got the homie Rakz Fifth in the building. What's going on?
What up? Rakz Fifth, man. You know what's going on.
How you doing?
Good. Same old, same old. You know, it's up and down. It's up and down. It's like something good happen, then something bad might happen, something good happen. But it's up though. I'm living. I'm living life.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, listen, producer, engineer, now rapper.
I'm doing it all. Triple threat. They calling me a triple threat right now.
Man, you really doing it all. You've been doing it for a while here in Cincinnati, and even work with a lot of artists outside of the city. And we'll get into that. But first things first, you from Cumminsville.
Yeah, from the west side. You know, the west side, baby.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, everybody be like, "Damn, where you from?" But yeah.
Wow. So what was it like
out there?
What was it like growing up in Cumminsville?
Shit, you know, I grew up young out there, so when I was out there, I just got a lot of friends from out there too. So, but you know, throughout till about 14, 13, yes, about 13. Then my mama moved everywhere, and I moved out to Bond Hill. Where my grandma stayed. That's where everybody come to too, cause that's where my first studio was. So everybody know about all that, but. Yeah, West Side, baby. Then, you know, Bond Hill, the second home. I love my Shoys. Guys.
For sure. So, how did you get into producing, making beats? What really led you into that? This love for music that you have as a whole, what kind of led you into that?
I always did music. I ain't never I know it's a lot of people be like, yeah, I did football, then I did music, I always did music since a little kid. Like, all my baby pictures is music, but I got into producing. My cousin Rocky Mars, he used to make a lot of beats for I don't know, it's back in the day though, but he made a lot of beats for a lot of people. It's my cousin though. He showed me how to make beats, and I used to play the drums for churches too. That's how I made money. Wow. I used to play the drums for churches, so I ain't never really I did have a couple jobs though when I was younger, but it was more so I played drums for churches, like funerals, weddings. Wow. Church on Sunday, and he was my cousin. He did the piano, so we learned about Fruity Loops. That's the program that we used to produce. That's how I got into producing. But I was probably 10, 11. I knew I was gonna be a producer at 10, 11 years old, 12 years old.
Wow. So you knew from the get-go, look, beats and getting into music is just it's been a part of your life. That's crazy. So you actually started off playing the drums, and that's how you literally getting paid to perform. You've been getting paid to perform.
I'm talking about, I was doing that too, children's church though. Not just older. I'm talking about 5, 6, 7. That's what I was doing. Wow. When I was cold, so they'd pay me, or I'd do other little children's churches at other places.
Wow, that's amazing. And so from there you took, listen, I can beat on this drum, and now I'm going to beat on this, this box and make these beats.
On the computer too. It was computer. That was the new thing. So it was weird for real when we was telling people. I tell people I made beats, and they'd be like, show me. And I have to play it on the computer, and they'd be like, what? You ain't making beats on the machine? I'm like, nah, I don't know about that. We on the computer. Wow. But this, when it first started, so that was weird. That ain't sound right to people I was learning from.
So did you ever make beats
no,
that way, or you always did it on the computer?
It started on I started when that Fruity Loops first came out. It's up to Fruity Loops 20. I started at Fruity Loops 3.
Wow.
So I started when I was when it first ever came out. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
So how did you go about getting your name out to just surrounding artists? Was it something where you always teamed up with the people you knew type of thing?
I got the strategy. I had a strategy. So when I first started making beats, it was for Team Ink. I don't know if you remember them, Big Cam and Gusty and True to Narrow Days. So that's who I started with. But as time went on, I started making beats for the Insomniacs. But these are all my friends the whole time. Everybody is my friends. These ain't people I met oh, can I make beats for you? They've been my friends, but some people at certain times I would work with certain people more or less. But it became more where we became a whole, and that's the Insomniacs. Mm-hmm. That's how that really became about for real. Man. So that's how I started. Getting into producing for people and knowing how to do people with big names. But at the time, you got to think, though, the people that was my friends, they ain't have big names like Cook. You know what I mean? They was doing their thing, but it wasn't
it was on their startup.
This when it all was beginning. So you know what I mean? So yeah, I had a strategy, but I knew if I got my beats to everybody that was around me, because they was doing numbers on other people's beats, I make beats, so why not give my friends the best beats?
Man, and you really made sure you always laced Cook LaFleur up with the hottest beats.
Yeah, that's my dog. He got me the most out of everybody. Him and Lambs, they got me the most credibility or credits, I guess. But credibility too though, but credits to get me going, to work with other artists and be around all these other big names and stuff like that.
Man, that's super dope. And these your real friends. So it make it lit when your real friends is putting you in position. It's like, look, everybody around me doing something good. So I gotta, what do I add to the team? And
that's what for sure.
Yeah. And that's
for
what
sure.
you added.
And I mean, but we all hung, so I don't even know if it was I guess it is like that. But it wasn't though. We just was doing stuff. I can't explain it. You know how you just, everybody just do something? That's
we had
what
Crash
was.
Rari on here, and
my boy.
He talked about, just the mob and how everybody really friends, but everybody came together, and the mob is like, this person do this person do that, and it's like, even with like you bring the producer side and the engineer side to the mob, the Insomniac mob, and that's just dope. Everybody play their part.
Yeah. We make sure. We'll make fun of somebody if you ain't doing nothing. Bro, go do something. Just go get the backwoods for today or something. You got to do something. We don't play that. Everybody around us do something, though.
Wow, that's dope. So y'all make sure y'all push each other up. Hey, what you doing?
Oh, yeah.
You need to be doing something.
Yeah, mob stand for motivate our brothers. So that's what that's what it's about. We motivate our brothers. That's what everybody do. Even the people that don't do music, that people don't know about, that we shout out in our songs or whatever, they do something. They do something.
That's dope. So what's some of the artists that you've produced for outside of Cincinnati? What's some of the credits that you end up getting that's like, man, I can't believe that, this person is rapping to my...
Offset, Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Yachty. Man, I'm going to miss people. I know I am. Every time I do this, I miss people. It's a lot. It's on my page, though, but... A lot of people. I don't know. I gotta look. You look on my Instagram. All the people that's on my Instagram, they on there. Like Peasy, Rio the Young OG, Louis Ray.
So how did you get those opportunities? Networking.
Networking, and luckily, like I said, my friends are the artists that did well in the time that they had, or while they was doing their music from the start to finish too, though, up until now. So it's I just got around them, and I went to school. I don't never talk about that for real. I went to school at Art Institute of Atlanta. That's where I went to college at for engineering. So a lot of the people that was that's kind of popping now, they were just regular studio artists around that time. Shout out M80. M80 is another dude, too, that get me to those people. He a producer, so he's a producer from Cincinnati. I'm sure you know, but I'm just,
Yeah,
but yeah.
Dope.
That's another way how I get to people. But, just networking. And I don't send out beats, though. That's one thing I never did. I don't send out beats. Any beat that somebody used, it was right there. I just posted something the other day I shared with Lambs, Mills, and Lil Uzi Vert. And I was in the studio with them, playing the beats. But I never sent, I can't think of nobody here. I ain't never sent beats. I never sent, I was either in the room with them or, it was hands-on. I never sent beats. I don't do that.
Man, it's organic.
Yeah, it's personal, right there. I might cook it up in front of you if I get to.
Wow,
yeah,
that's dope. So I know, too, you end up getting into the engineer lane as well. You always been into that lane, too, instead of just making beats. Well, now it's let me... have a home for my artists as well.
Put it on silent. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna pick that question back up. It's on silent. Okay. So I know that you've been an engineer as well, but really you got into making sure you keep that home for artists. How important was that for you to make sure, I'm an engineer and I can make these beats, but I need a home for my artists where they can really come with me and we really cook up and have this home studio for them?
Yeah, that's what it was. The whole ideal was for, once again, my friends, the people that's doing what they doing in the city. I wanted them to have somewhere to just be able to get the beats from. That's all it was. I just wanted people to be able to come get beats. And, but I had a friend, shout out Flash Money. He told me, bro, why you ain't recording? Just record me then. I'm like, no, I'm not about to be in here. He like, you an engineer too? You went to school for engineering? I'm like, no, bro, I'm not about to do it. And yep, like Road Running is one of them songs. That's one of them first songs that I was
crazy.
Like, man, I'm an engineer now.
Shout out to Flash Money.
Yeah, that's it's crazy. Yeah, you came up there. I wasn't recording yet. We was just making beats. I don't know. But yeah, that's how it went. So, yep, now I'm an engineer and I done recorded. That list is a little longer than a producer. It's crazy now. I be looking like, man, it's in the club. Like I record so much now. I'll be like, yeah, the engineering list crazy.
So what's that process like because sometimes artists is just, they're coming to get beats cooked up and that studio time they want to record, but sometimes they coming with beats already and they want you just to record them. So what's that process been like for you now?
Guess what? I love it because it get me to people. So look, if those people that they get beats from now are people that I record, then when I record, they like, dang, who recorded this song? Oh, I'm trying to link with him. I done linked with Swaggiano. He from Philly. That's Meek Mill producer. I done linked with, I don't like leaving people out. Let me not do that again. But just, it's so many artists and producers that I've linked with just from that stuff like that. Like they make the beats or they might have did the hook. They like, dang, who did Joe? I want him to record my part now, And so, yeah. All producers, engineering is the producer day job. Remember Rakz said it. That's what it is. That's your daytime way you can get beats off to other people that you don't know and stuff like that. Easy networking.
So that's the way though. You saying that's the producer's day job is to engineer.
Yeah, for sure. That's the way you get your networking. A lot of people ask me how I get my beats to certain people, or it's just because I engineer. I might be the studio that's open right when the club closed. And they come in there if they got to do a feature. And I look up like that. They might need beats. I got beats.
Man, so you saying that you being an engineer really skyrocketed the beat sales and everything like that as well, because now it's like, look, instead of me just working with my inner circle that rap, now I'm servicing for every single body. Yeah,
because one tell a friend, this person tell a friend. Then once you get in the club, they want that 10 more times. So it's just how that go.
Yeah, I definitely as a DJ, I'll definitely spend. I spend the records that you produce.
Appreciate it.
A lot of times.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of times I've been.
As soon as I come in, you back to back with it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I spend the records for sure.